Tobit, Chapter 2. When I arrived home and my wife Anna and my son Tobias were restored to me, at the Feast of Pentecost, which is the sacred festival of the 7 weeks, a good dinner was prepared for me, and I sat down to eat. Upon seeing the abundance of food, I said to my son, "Go and bring whatever poor man of our brethren you may find who is mindful of the Lord, and I will wait for you." But he came back and said, "Father, one of our people has been strangled and thrown into the marketplace." So before I tasted anything, I sprang up and removed the body to a place of shelter until sunset. And when I returned, I washed myself and ate my food in sorrow. Then I remembered the prophecy of Amos, how he said, "Your feasts shall be turned into mourning, and all your festivities into lamentation." And I wept. When the sun had set, I went and dug a grave and buried the body. And my neighbors laughed at me and said, "He is no longer afraid that he will be put to death for doing this. He once ran away, and here he is burying the dead again." On the same night I returned from burying him, and because I was defiled, I slept by the wall of the courtyard, and my face was uncovered. I did not know that there were sparrows on the wall, and their fresh droppings fell into my open eyes, and white films formed on my eyes. I went to physicians, but they did not help me. Ahikar, however, took care of me until he went to Elimas. Then my wife Anna earned money at women's work. She used to send the product to the owners. Once when they paid her wages, they also gave her a kid. And when she returned to me, it began to bleat. So I said to her, "Where did you get the kid? It is not stolen, is it? Return it to the owners, for it is not right to eat what is stolen." And she said, "It was given to me as a gift, in addition to my wages." But I did not believe her, and told her to return it to the owners, and I blushed for her. Then she replied to me, "Where are your charities and your righteous deeds? You seem to know everything." Tobit, Chapter 3. Then in my grief I wept, and I prayed in anguish, saying, "Righteous art thou, O Lord. All thy deeds and all thy ways are mercy and truth, and thou dost render true and righteous judgment forever. Remember me and look favorably upon me. Do not punish me for my sins, and for my unwitting offenses, and those which my fathers committed before thee. For they disobeyed thy commandments, and thou gavest us over to plunder, captivity, and death. Thou madest us a byword of reproach in all the nations among which we have been dispersed. And now thy many judgments are true in exacting penalty from me for my sins and those of my fathers, because we did not keep thy commandments. For we did not walk in truth before thee. And now deal with me according to thy pleasure. Command my spirit to be taken up, that I may depart and become dust. For it is better for me to die than to live, because I have heard false reproaches, and great is the sorrow within me. Command that I now be released from my distress, to go to the eternal abode. Do not turn thy face away from me." On the same day, at Ecbatana in Media, it also happened that Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, was reproached by her father's maids, because she had been given to 7 husbands, and the evil demon Asmodeus had slain each of them before he had been with her as his wife. So the maids said to her, "Do you not know that you strangled your husbands? You already have had 7, and have had no benefit from any of them. Why do you beat us? If they are dead, go with them. May we never see a son or daughter of yours." When she heard these things, she was deeply grieved, even to the thought of hanging herself. But she said, "I am the only child of my father. If I do this, it will be a disgrace to him, and I shall bring his old age down in sorrow to the grave." So she prayed by her window and said, "Blessed art thou, O Lord my God, and blessed is thy holy and honored name forever. May all thy works praise thee forever. And now, O Lord, I have turned my eyes and my face toward thee. Command that I be released from the earth, and that I hear reproach no more. Thou knowest, O Lord, that I am innocent of any sin with man, and that I did not stain my name or the name of my father in the land of my captivity. I am my father's only child, and he has no child to be his heir, no near kinsman or kinsman's son, for whom I should keep myself as wife. Already 7 husbands of mine are dead. Why should I live? But if it be not pleasing to thee to take my life, command that respect be shown to me, and pity be taken upon me, and that I hear reproach no more. The prayer of both was heard in the presence of the glory of the great God. And Raphael was sent to heal the 2 of them, to scale away the white films of Tobit's eyes, to give Sarah the daughter of Raguel in marriage to Tobias the son of Tobit, and to bind Asmodeus the evil demon, because Tobias was entitled to possess her. At that very moment Tobit returned and entered his house, and Sarah the daughter of Raguel came down from her upper room,